Hello and welcome back to another 8 Up Weather video. Today we are talking about the severe threats that will be going on today and tomorrow. Now, right now, we have a low pressure here just up above the border into Ontario. Now, this low pressure, being as far north as it is, the cold front is going to be lined up right in the middle of some of the more populated areas of the U.S. So, starting off here, this is the NAM 3-kilometer model, and this is the 12Z mile run. So, by the time this is uploaded, around 4, we will have lines of thunderstorms going through Detroit and Cleveland and down into Columbus, Cincinnati, between 4 and 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 and 7 Central. Now, we could even see thunderstorms here around 7 Central in Louisville, and then eventually down into Nashville, Tennessee. This is around midnight Central Time. And then tomorrow, we continue the severe weather threat with the Northeast. So let's zoom on in here. You can see that by 1 p.m. Eastern here, we have Albany. We have areas up by Montreal getting thunderstorms. Then we kind of have like a cluster of thunderstorms here. Another round through Albany here around 5. New York City around 6. And then eventually goes off to the East Coast here. So it does seem like this severe threat, unlike the one from Monday, will be a little bit more sporadic. But it does seem like we will have some significant impacts in some regions of the country here. So let's go back here to our national look. And we do actually have mixed layer cape on Tropical Tidbits. I just found this out. So we don't have readings, but we do have some approximate numbers here. So across areas like Detroit and Cleveland and down into Indiana and Cincinnati, Ohio, we do have upwards of 4,000 joules per kilogram of energy. And then eventually those thunderstorms light up and we see all the way down into Nashville, where you still have around 3,200 joules per kilogram. And then into the Northeast, some areas such as Albany, areas by New York City and Boston will have above 2,000 joules per kilogram of energy before all of that energy gets wiped out by the severe weather threat, and then we're pretty much down below 200 joules per kilogram. Now, that is mostly sparked by the immense heat that is going on right now in the central and eastern parts of the country. It's kind of that time of year, late July, early August. We usually see some heat waves all across the country. Now, in the Midwest, seeing consistent high 80s, low 90s. So Detroit's right over there by like around the 88 mark. Cleveland's by 85, 88 in Cincinnati. Nashville's around 91 to 95 actually. And then you get into the Northeast for Thursday, and you should see some numbers here in the high 80s, low 90s. So you got New York is in the 90s there. Yep, you can see some 90s here, especially in the eastern parts of New Jersey. You got 90s over by Philadelphia. You got, before the front comes through, high 80s there in Albany, and up to 90 there in Boston. And then everything gets wiped away by the thunderstorms all the way down into the 60s before more heat comes in for Friday and Saturday. So these thunderstorms aren't going to do much in terms of the heat, just maybe a little bit less humidity. Let's take a look here at our dew points. So the cooler the dew point, the less humid it'll be. And you can see that after those thunderstorms roll through, you're down into the 50s for dew points. So the humidity should be burned off a little bit more after the thunderstorms roll through, which is good. It's better to be a dry heat than a moist, kind of groggy heat. That's my opinion, though. Some of you might like the warm and moist atmosphere more than a dry and hot atmosphere. But that is all the information that I have for today. If you found this video informative, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.